Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who's going through an ego death. We have the Temple of Black Obsidian from the Isis Oracle, and Black Obsidian is protective, and it's also revealing. So this is about, for me, it comes across as that moment where you can tell a cut has started to build that new skin, right? You have somebody with the potential to start fresh or let go of something because they've been kind of cut, right? Or taken back. So this is somebody looking within. We have encouragement to find a quiet place. So this is somebody who might already be kind of avoiding social engagements or seeking solitude, but especially taking more of like a meditative approach to that experience is what's being encouraged. Taking that time to, focus on your breathing, think about what you're letting go. But I wanted to read this part in particular. Lady Isis, as the dark priestess of the Temple of Black Obsidian, invites you now to confront the parts of your own ego that you have denied previously. Why? Because in doing so, you will gain more freedom, come to know yourself even more wholly. That's with a W. And you will find that life experiences, opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs that you have not been able to reach will suddenly become available to you. So this is a transaction. You give a little bit of yourself and we will give you the world. So it's not easy to do for whomever I'm reading, but you are being encouraged to remember that there's also protection that comes to you as a result of being willing to be vulnerable, right? All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Hello, Jen. How are you doing? I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Let's dive in with the situations deck, shall we? Trying to think. I'm pretty sure this would be an accurate reflection of the Black Obsidian, in case anyone is curious. Sometimes I mix up what I have here because there's a lot, but I'm pretty sure that's it. We have pressure cooker, ready to explode, rage, synchronicities in the reverse, and entrapment. Pregnancy, money, heartstrings. This feels like a different energy to me. So we have someone going through an ego death who's in a bit of a vulnerable stage, right? And I think they're dealing with an individual that refuses to read the situation, read the room, use their intuition. There's somebody maybe being a bit clingy or trying to leverage something, right, in order to trap this individual. And I feel there's anger on both sides, but more so on the person who's trying to control whoever's going through this ego death. Yeah, karmic third party, relationship lesson, toxic, unhealthy behavior. So this could be the end of a relationship that isn't going very well. I wasn't planning on pulling 4 cards, but this feels like separate. There's an end of one relationship that has proven to be toxic or unhealthy, karmic in nature. That's where this anger is coming from. But then there's somebody else that we're hoping to have a reconciliation with. And we have hamster wheel in the reverse. So I think we have a willingness to let go of a karmic relationship because somebody has seen that there is like a better way to live. So they want this soul connection or this spiritual union with somebody that is a different type of vibe. I'm going to go with the Tattoo Tarot. Hi there, Drew. How are you doing? Three of Cups in the reverse. Confirmation on that third party card. King of Wands in the reverse. So don't get too caught up on the gender here, but we, with the King of Wands in the reverse and Three of Cups in the reverse, have somebody that is not very good at staying loyal, or how do I say this? This is somebody who is very lustful. This could be somebody who takes gratification or energy from people through their sexual conquests. I don't know that this person really understands the difference between lust and love. And the King of Wands in the reverse is also giving like that anger or rage we had at the outset from the situations deck. So this is the third party being very angry. For some of you, this person is very accustomed to keeping people under their control via lust, desire, sexual connection, blah, 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 right? So that makeup sex is something that they definitely leverage. But they're up against a Six of Cups. This is bringing a knife to a gunfight. So what I mean by that is somebody has gotten themselves into hot water, pressure cooker, in a connection with somebody because they are too focused on lust or too prone to flying off the handle, maybe even getting violent. But this person, whoever it is, the King of Wands, honestly kind of feels like a feminine energy to me because of this entrapment card, but it doesn't have to be. This person is trying to use more of the same thing that is pushing their person away. So this is like a Chinese finger trap situation in my mind, right? The more you pull on somebody that wants space, the more they want to get away from you. And this person doesn't understand that logic. They're trying to control the situation, maybe using jealousy, maybe using anger, maybe using, again, like sex, whatever they can to try to keep this person where they have them or where they had them. But it's not working because what is drawing that individual away from this angry person are more positive emotions or peaceful situations. With the Six of Cups, there's good memories, fond memories, a sense of belonging or peace that somebody wants to feel again. And that's what's motivating them to move quickly away from one situation towards another. Now, in general, I gotta say, I'm much more of a fan of taking a little bit of a break, having some time to yourself. Don't jump from relationship to relationship because you deny yourself the time to yourself that you have earned to lick your wounds, learn your lessons, be a little selfish. Okay, selfish is not always a bad thing. I don't agree with everything Ayn Rand said or wrote. I do think she's like an incredibly talented and eloquent writer. But one of the things that she wrote on was the virtue of being selfish. And there are times where that selfishness is actually the exact right call. Everything is right about that. But there are also times where being selfish is denying what you owe others as far as basic respect, common decency, your responsibility or your duty to that person because of the contract you have with them. Are you their mother? Are you their lover? Whatever it is, right? But we have somebody here that they feel all the more certain that this is a toxic situation because they have a sense of loss with something that was peaceful. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, which kind of is also coming across as somebody perhaps realizing that the more superficial things in life are not what they once saw them as. So if that was their main goal in life, it's no longer, right? A little bit of like that Nicolas Cage Family Man movie vibe coming through with what's really important in life. What do I want to surround myself with? What do I want to be known for? What am I going to invest my time or energy in? Four of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This makes me a little uncomfortable, but I tell you what I see, so I'm going to say it. Somebody may have been married, engaged, or living with this angry King of Wands and then ended it because now they want to make an offer to this Six of Cups individual. Who's the Six of Cups? That's adorable. I'm going to get one more, but for the moon to come out when I'm asking for clarification on who somebody is like a joke from the universe. Like, no, it's a secret. I'm not ready to tell you yet. Four Swords in the reverse, though, it kind of feels to me like this is somebody who's about to make a splash. Somebody who maybe has been taking a little bit of a break, but especially because this is the moon card where we have these like close-ups of these cycles. They sometimes make me feel like it's a zoom in, you know? I think somebody is about to have a glow up. And this makes people feel like they've missed out even more on this person. So this is somebody that, so whoever wants, how do I say this? The King of Wands who's angry, right? Who has been probably dumped because of their attitude. The person who has left them is looking towards an individual that is mysterious. Hello there, Sushma. How are you doing? An individual that has been underestimated. And somebody who's about to maybe step into the limelight or have some big blessing bestowed upon them. Let's see. This is the Hocus Pocus deck. There's been some sort of failure on the part of the King of Wands in the reverse to sabotage or cause drama, create a scandal, keep two people apart is what it seems like. Because no matter what this King of Wands in the reverse tried to do, they couldn't change the perspective, not fully, or quiet whatever curiosity someone had about this mysterious person. What should we call? We'll call them the moon. The moon is who the King of Wands ex is after or is intrigued by, who they want to reconcile with. Justice. Ten of Lightning, which is the Ten of Swords. We had that over here. By the way, I don't want to forget to say this, and I kind of already did. This Ten of Swords card is a little bit different, right? Because we have somebody looking up at what I perceive to be their own hands on that sword. So when I see this Ten of Swords, I see it as somebody causing their own problems, okay? It's even clarifying our King of Wands in the reverse. And then we had that Six of Wands, which talks in the upright of victory. In the reverse, it's failure. This person was overly confident that they could carry out some scheme here to keep two people apart or to keep their partner under control, under their control, right? So they have failed. Their partner does still want the moon. And part of the reason there's such a draw to this moon individual is definitely their mystery. They are not like anyone else. They are different. That's why they are mysterious. But there's also a sense that this person has integrity. Quite often I see the Justice card as an event or karma, right? This I'm seeing more as the individual, like an expansion of who this person is or why there's somebody that really wants to move towards this moon individual. It's because when others are content to watch some sort of injustice happen, or when others might just like sit by the sidelines and worry about, you know, their petticoats getting dirty, this moon individual is the kind of person to take action or speak up. Because with this Ten of Swords, there are endings that have happened because of this moon individual. So they have called people out. They have been the whistleblower. They have been the truth teller in a situation. And as a result, with the Two of Candles or Two of Wands, clarifying the Ace of Wands in the reverse, we have an Act 2, a second chance. But wait, there's more to the story. This is kind of fun. I love the Hocus Pocus deck. Four of Lightning, which is the Four of Swords. For some of you, this rageful King of Wands in the reverse is literally going to jail. That's not for all of you. That's not for a majority of you. That's for a minority of you, okay? But you notice in this card, he looks like maybe he can't move the way he wants to. For others of you, this person's just having issues in terms of mobility, trying to get around. Maybe their car's in the shop. Maybe they don't have money, because we also have Ace of Pumpkins in the reverse. There's something the universe is doing to hold back this King of Wands in the reverse because their intentions are the bad kind of selfish, okay? Eight of Potions. This is the Eight of Cups. So there's been a lot of gossip or chatter about somebody walking away. Probably this moon energy. It could be that the moon energy walked away first from a community or a group, a location, a place, right? But the moon, having walked away, may have inspired somebody else to follow suit, namely the ex of this King of Wands in the reverse. Because this doesn't look like an upset walking away. This looks like a, yeah, no, this is where I want to be. I don't want to be there anymore. I want to be over here. I got what I need in my arms. I'm gonna go. And Page of Lightning in the reverse. I feel like there's people that might be watching your social media. There might be people just like trying to get information out of you from those that might be closer to you. Because again, you're the moon, you're mysterious. There's something this person can't figure out about you. Why you didn't act the way everyone else did. Why you didn't succumb to whatever their scheming was, their gossip. Well, because it was a lie. Absolutely reverse. So basically, there's a little bit of a reckoning here for somebody that chose to spread lies. It's quite obvious now, and I feel like this is a while ago, but it's quite obvious now that whatever this King of Wands in the reverse said about the moon was absolutely a lie and done just to try to cause some issues for them, maybe to get them cut out from a group, maybe to end a friendship, maybe to end a potential romance. But whatever it was, it's quite clear now that somebody has lied. And so there's a second chance here, either with this group or with the King of Wands person, right? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, so there's I kind of feel like a reputation that has been building, but also in recent, let's call it like the last couple of weeks or even couple of months, this King of Wands in the reverse has been seen as unreliable, disloyal, really only in it for themselves. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is not somebody you really want to be close to because they will turn on you. They're exposed. People know they're a liar. Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Whatever they had in motion, whatever they were trying to accomplish is at a standstill. I don't know if that's pertaining to their love life, if that's pertaining to their money, if that's pertaining to their job, their friendships. It could be all of it. If this person was so angry and so set on trying to mess with this moon that they sent out a truckload. Normally I'd use a different word that just changes two of those letters to one. A truckload of negative energy to you, that is coming back to them. Because this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is like, you're going to have to stop right there. You can't do anything. We don't want you to fart without asking permission. Who the hell said that? I think that was maybe Spiritual Sag. I think that's where I got that line. Anyways, love her. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Page of Wands in the reverse. because of this exposure of a lie, there's been a pretty angry reaction that has happened with this King of Wands in the reverse and other people. I don't think it's a specific individual. I think we have multiple people that are upset with this Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, both in the reverse, individual for trying to meddle or manipulate a group of people or a perception of somebody in particular. It could be everyone's perception, right? This could just be somebody who feels like they get to play God all the time. Two of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords in the reverse. But this person played around too much. Their trickery, their games, their manipulations, their outright lies have contributed to a change in perspective and the end of their own relationship, right? You have somebody cutting this person out. And now they're freaking out. They're getting the energy they sent to somebody else. They're losing what they wanted somebody else to lose. Don't invest your energy in stopping others when you could much more easily invest your energy in propelling yourself forward. It's a much better way to win the race, my friend. You can sleep at night. Two of Swords in the reverse and the Chariot. So funny that I literally was just saying you can propel yourself forward, because now this moon energy is coming out as the Chariot. Somebody who is quite adept at moving on, not letting things hold them back or people hold them back. Two of Swords in the reverse. This person also may be very intuitive or very perceptive. They may know their opponents very well. For those of you that have ever been in a position that had you qualify individuals, sales, serving, whatever, if you have the ability to size somebody up really quickly based off of body language and how they speak, it serves you well, and not a lot of people are going to be able to necessarily expect that from you. What I'm saying is some people discern quicker than others, right? This moon individual sized somebody up like that. I know you, and I know I can't trust you. So if I have to hang out by myself, that's just fine. You think it's a sentence or, you know, some kind of punishment for me to be by myself. I'm over here, you know, dancing to 80s jams and coloring. Like, I'm really not bummed about it. I just don't have to deal with your drama. So what was intended as like a punishment or like an excommunication ended up being like whatever they used to try to hurt this person actually helped them, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, if you're an introvert and somebody tried to punish you as a child by sending you to your room, you're just probably like, cool beans, I missed my headphones. You know? What do I want? Actually, yeah, we're going to go with this is the gold and Lenormand. It's interesting because we don't have a lot on the person in between these two. We just have like the old and the new. And that's kind of amusing because we do have somebody going through an ego death. It could be that we have two people going through an ego death. We have the Clover, which is number 2. This is funny. The Clover talks about good luck, right? And the key talks about a solution. And I see this in two ways. Also, it's number 33, which could be important for somebody. This King of Wands in the reverse, the angry individual, is trying to find a way out, right? Trying to get out of this nightmare that they built for themselves. And the universe's response is, good luck. We're going to show you the same amount of compassion that you showed the person that you've been trying to attack. You didn't leave them a way out. They found it on their own. Shit, maybe they like did some Shawshank Redemption moves and escaped out the poo pipe. And I also see the moon being lucky. But this is more about the moon having like hidden a key for themselves in anticipation. It's like the difference between knowing your opponent and being prepared and not. The moon, they listened to their intuition. They knew somebody was not trustworthy, so they had an escape plan. The King of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who's overly confident, cocky. They expect to win. They expect others to lose. So they didn't need a fail-safe plan, right? Maybe you did. Now you're in the poo pipe. All right. So here we go. Number 22, clarifying number 2, by the way. And then we have number 17. Way to not fit with the pattern, bruh. All right. So yeah, like I said, 22 clarifying 2. But we've got good news about somebody's choice. So this feels to me like the moon finding out that the King of Wands in the reverse has been left in the dust, because that means there's a good chance they're going to be reconciling with somebody. We'll go with this one. This will be interesting because this is like an expanded Lenormand, so we could get some duplicates here. What else do we have? The Wishing Well, number 41. So we have somebody that is taking a risk, and it's because they have hope for loyalty. The opposite of this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, right? I'm going to change things. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to try something new because I've seen that there's hope for dealing with somebody that's actually trustworthy, somebody that is like real ride or die, right? What is that, you guys? Can you see the number? It's getting weird now. Number 22. So here's what I see. We have first somebody that chooses between the King of Wands in the reverse and the moon. And then we have the moon. The moon has their own choice between two people. Number 12. This talks about communication. So the moon has their own choice between two. The person who was previously with this King of Wands in the reverse and somebody else. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So for those of you that resonate with the moon, I'm going to ask a little bit more here because I feel like this has mostly been about your rival. But, you know, Not a bad thing to know that your rival feels like they can't really come for you anymore. Tell me more about the person between the King of Wands in reverse and the Moon. This is somebody who's taking action. 3 of Wands. I love this card. Like ready to pounce, right? Tell me more. 5 of Sky in the reverse. They want to make amends, right? They want to reconcile. Judgment. They're listening to their intuition, making a good decision. That card's actually called the Good Kitty, just to clarify for you. They are currently trying to figure out how to tell you the truth. This is somebody who likely realizes that the person they seek has a high respect for honesty. Remember, they came out as justice. If you want to be on this person's level, you have to approach with a clean conscience or be able to be authentic, right? All right, tell me about the other person that the Moon is going to choose between. What? We have the 9 of Earth, which is the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is very interesting. In the column over here where we're talking about the King of Wands in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse also came out as the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, right? Okay, so the Moon has a choice of their own that literally mirrors their persons. They both have to choose the more loyal person and not go with the immature. This is the same energy, but in a different person. So whoever these 2 lovers are, they're both charged with, or hopefully going to, reject a toxic person from their past in order to be able to have something real with each other. Because this other person is codependent, likely to fly off the handle. They change on a dime. You might think that things are going well, and then all of a sudden they're fighting with you. All of a sudden they want to start something and you're like, wait, what? Because they're inconsistent. So we have, it kind of feels like a karmic lesson for these 2 lovers. Can you finally put to rest something from your past where you could tell that somebody wasn't really being real with you, and instead choose the connection that makes you feel comfortable or understood? Well, that was fun. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.